So that is one thing that kept me going throughout this. Is I'm like, oh, even if I were going to eat right now, what's it going to be? Bone broth? Like, that's what I'm going to be on for the next couple of days, is bone broth. Then I'll go to bone broth and peas. Then I'll go to super soft steamed vegetables and bone broth, and slowly reintroduce foods. Once I get back into some proteins, I'll be doing scrambled eggs. I'll be doing things like Greek yogurt, but very, very meticulous and very, very slow. The refeeding window is where you have to almost be more disciplined on that than on the fast, because you can't just go buck wild. I'll end up very sick, and it would defeat the whole purpose of this. That's kind of why I decided to call it today on day 43, is just because I've done this for so many, for trying to achieve all these positive reasons, and I achieved those goals pretty much. So I figured, you know what, I better stop before something, maybe I do develop some kind of health complication from this. You never know. But it's been a very cool experience going this long. The biggest discipline test, I think, of my life, for sure, because it is so easy to get food. It is so easy. It's so ritualized, you know, friends asking me to go out to dinner, things like that. And that's always what's kind of broke my fast in the past. People asking me to go to different events and stuff, and I kind of have folded under that. And I didn't refeed in the past the proper way. Now I know to go much slower. I never had any issues with it on 15-day. I went with juices and things like soups and things like that. But this one I'm going to be very, very careful on, because I know there is such high risk for problems. But we're going to be doing a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, soups, bone broths, all those kind of things. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share some of this. In the next part of this, I'm going to show where I started, which is super embarrassing, but you're going to see it if you watch the next couple parts of my mental health crisis videos that I'm going to eventually be putting out. Like I said, I've been kind of waiting, so I was like, man, like, all this is super embarrassing. On top of that, I'm what I call a gorilla pig. Like, I let myself go so far. I gained 70 pounds in 2.5 months on this medication, and then I was just kind of stable at the highest weight I've ever been, 222, after being in the best shape of my life. So this right here of 43 days was step one for me of getting back to me, getting back to Eric, and getting on track to get back to having abs, getting back to hitting my push-ups, all this. I'm really excited to get back on my regimen of doing all that every day. People ask all different questions on this fast, like, are you weak? It ebbs and flows. But I will say that I would never have made it this far without having these fasting electrolytes. And what are other questions people ask? What electrolytes? Those are the ones, like I said, I get them off Amazon. Do you get irritable? Of course. But a lot of that is in the beginning. Yeah, you get hangry, of course, at first, like, especially being in retail, like, but a lot of that wears off. Like, once you get past, I would say, day 9, a lot of that isn't really, it just, your body is entered a state where it's kind of understands that it's not getting food, at least in your brain. Like I said, it's a psychological battle. Of course, like, I want to go eat for sure. Right now, I'd love to go to the casino, ride my motorcycle over there, smack a double cheeseburger, and sing Kumbaya, go to La Rosa, get me a carne asada Caesar, go to Healdsburg Bar and Grill, get me a fried chicken sandwich. Like, for sure. You betcha. But it's all a psychological battle. So I just kind of wanted to share some of that. I'm gonna put up the next embarrassing part of where I started, and a little bit of some of the pictures maybe along the way. I took pictures every couple of days, but I'm gonna for what I thought was gonna be for myself, but I don't care. It is what it is, baby. Like I always say, it is what it is, baby. Like, life is a game of chess, and I'm playing to win, and I'm really playing against myself. So that's how fasting is. You're playing chess, but you're playing against yourself. Are you gonna win? or I guess you're playing chess and you're playing against food. And are you gonna win or are you gonna lose? And I'm playing to win, baby. And I've just been really down on, because I got my 8-pack. The whole time I was in the hospital, I was like 100 and I went down a lot of weight, too skinny in there because I was barely eating. But then they put me on that olanzapine because I didn't want to eat none of their food because to me it was all garbage. But they put me on that olanzapine and it just put something inside of me to start just eating like crazy. Well, I started eating like crazy. I got out of there and I realized that sugar made me feel safe and it made me feel okay and it made me like feel like I could process this stuff. Well, I put on like 65, 70 pounds. So right there you seen my utmost gorilla pigness, I call it. Super gorilla pig that was, but this ain't impressive really. It's nowhere near where I want to be, but hey, it is what it is. Like, this is what I got to. Like, I still got a long way to go to get my abs back, get rid of this pudge here. But, oh yeah, I got a piece of spaghetti here. Oh wait, no, that's just my arm. My arms, hopefully I get the weight to come back there when it does come back on. For me, the weight always comes off the opposite way that you want it to. Comes off my legs, my arms first. At least some came off these pudgy cheeks. But this is the last spot because your liver's right here, your pancreas, and your body wants to naturally preserve it. So it's right there is where it's stuck on for me. But at least it's coming off right here too a little bit. Hopefully, like I said, the water comes back on these spaghetti arms. Got to start hitting the deck again, getting down, busting out my 500 a day. That's really the goal. So that's what I did, ladies and gents. It is what it is. Like, run what you brung. Run what you brung. And that's my 43-day fast and what I learned. Hope it helps somebody out there. I love you. Stay goodbye.